We're back this Friday with more celebrations here on our channel, Legends Leaving. We put together this video to honor the famous stars who died today. July 19th, 2024, legendary people who made important contributions to their works and who have since died. We're sorry for the family and friends' loss. Peace out. First, though, we'd love it if you showed your love by liking this video and following the channel by subscribing. The actor from Macarena, Xabier Deive, has passed away, as confirmed last Thursday through a heartfelt statement by the Association of Actors and Actresses of Galicia. The actor had a long career in movies, plays, and TV shows. He was 54 years old when he died. The talented actor Xabier Deive has died at the age of 54. Dave was like a family member to people in Galicia because he was in popular shows like Reyes Baezes and As Leis de Silvela. The actor Xabier Deive died during the presentation of the series El Finale del Camino in 2017. The association expressed its sadness over his death and offered its love and support to his family during this difficult time. This showed the human side of a colleague who was loved and respected by both the public and the profession. Deive was born in Naran and was loved by the people of Galicia for his roles in famous TV shows like As Leis de Silvela, Os Atlânticos, Madlobos, and Ceramora. He has also been in some of the most popular national TV shows like Aguila Roja and El Ministerio del Tiempo. In addition to his work on TV, Xabier Deive left a big mark on the movie business. His movies include Jalisco 2001, Las Mujeres del Anarquista 2006, El Menor de los Males 2007, A Cicatriz Branca 2012, Las Altas Presiones 2014, Palmeras and La Nave 2015, Fedom 2023, and As Neves, which was directed by Sonia Mendez and came out this year. The association also said that his work in theater and audiovisuals, where he showed off his undeniable ability, showed how well he understood, practiced, and loved our job, making him an example for everyone. In addition, they praised his work with the Association of Actors and Actresses of Galicia, which he led from 2019 to 2021, and on other executive boards. This showed how dedicated he was to the field through his generous participation. It was also shared on social media by his director, Alexandro Albacera, who said that Deive's death was unfair, sudden, and very painful. Xabier Deive left us like he was a rock star. Under the radar, his agent started on Instagram. Not many people knew he was a rock star because that was how he worked. He didn't make a lot of noise. His work and personality spoke for themselves. Albacera said that it makes him feel better to know that he lived a full and honest life and that he was one of the lucky people who liked him. When talking about important things, he was blunt and straight. He would think that this sentence is too long and emotional. He was telling me, come on, Nacho, don't go on and on, there you have it. Just say that Xabier Deive is gone. 4. George Robert Newhart was a famous American actor and comedian who was known for speaking slowly and in a deadpan way. Newhart began as a stand-up comedian and then moved on to acting. He won 3 Grammys, an Emmy, a Golden Globe, and the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in 2002, among other awards. In 1960, Newhart's record, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart, made him famous. It was a big hit and went to the top of the Billboard Pop Record chart. The Button-Down Mind Strikes Back was another hit for him. Both records were at the top of the Billboard charts at the same time. In 1961, he led the Bob Newhart Show. From 1972 to 1978, he played Robert Hartley on the same name show. And from 1982 to 1990, he played Dick Loud on Newhart. Newhart has also been in movies like Catch 22 1970 and Out 1997 and Elf 2003. He played Bernard in Disney's The Rescuers movies. He won a Primetime Emmy for his role as Professor Proton on The Big Bang Theory from 2013 to 2018. Newhart popularized 9Ed one-sided phone talks in his comedy, but he gave credit to other comedians who used this style before him. King Kong, the driving instructor, and Abe Lincoln V's. Madison Avenue were some of the acts he did. From 1963 to 2017, Newhart was married to Virginia Lillian Jitty Quinn. They had 4 children and 10 grandkids. They were very religious Catholics. Ginny passed away in the year 2023. The film Bob and Don, A Love Story, showed how close Newhart was to Don Rickles as a friend. Newhart was hospitalized in 1985 for secondary polycythemia because he smoked a lot. He later quit. He died at home in Los Angeles on July 18, 2024, at the age of 94, after getting sick a few times and getting sick again. Newhart is remembered as a great comedian with a unique style and classic jokes that will always be funny. 3. Happy Traum was a famous American folk singer who came up in the late 1950s in Washington Square. In the 1960s, he was a big part of the music scene in Greenwich Village. In the 1970s and 1980s, he was a big part of the life at Woodstock. In late 1962, Traum made his first important recording with Broadside Ballads Vol. 1, which also included Bob Dylan, Phil Ochs, Pete Seeger, and other artists. In early 1963, Traum made the first version of Blowing in the Wind with his group, the New World Singers. He also sang with Dylan on Let Me Die in My Footsteps. Smithsonian Folkways put these songs out again in 2000. Later that same year, the New World Singers put out an album for Atlantic Records that had the first version of Bob Dylan's song, Don't Think Twice, It's All Right blues guitarist Brownie McGhee inspired Traum. He was well known for his work with his brother in the band Happy and Artie Traum. They put out records like Double Back 1971 and Happy and Artie Traum 1969. He kept going as a solo singer and started homespun music instruction. Traum sang chorus on 4 songs on Dylan's Greatest Hits Vol. 2 in the Bootleg series Vol. 10 in 1971. He played guitar, banjo, bass, and played the guitar. Dylan also asked Traum to join a session with author Allen Ginsberg, which led to the release of the Holy Soul Jelly Roll box set. Happy Traum passed away on July 17, 2024. He was 86 years old. 2. Louis Carl Dobbs was a conservative American author, TV host, and political pundit. He was the host of Lou Dobbs Tonight from 2003 to 2009 and again from 2011 to 2021. He was the host of The Great America Show on iHeartRadio and LouDobbs.com from 2021 until his death. Dobbs joined CNN when it first started in 1980 and worked as a reporter and vice president of the network. He led and edited CNN's business show Moneyline, which started in 1980 and changed its name to Lou Dobbs Tonight in 2003. Dobbs quit CNN in 1999, but came back in 2001. He finally quit again in November 2009. He was the host of Lou Dobbs Radio and Lou Dobbs Tonight on the Fox Business Network until they were taken off the air in February 2021. Dobbs was a strong supporter of birtherism and was known for being against immigration, against NAFTA, and for backing Donald Trump. His shows often talked about things that supported Trump. A company called Smartmatic sued him for $2.7 billion for slandering them over unproven plot theories about the 2020 U.S. presidential election. He was also involved in the Dominion voting system's defamation claim against Fox News, which was settled for $787.5 million. Dobbs was born in 1945 and started his job working in federal programs to fight poverty before becoming a journalist. In Yuma, Arizona, he worked as a police and fire reporter for KBLU. In Phoenix and Seattle, he was a TV host and reporter. Ted Turner hired Dobbs to work for CNN in 1980 as their top economics correspondent and host of Moneyline. He was also an executive, serving as executive vice president and launching CNFN-FN, where he hosted the show Business Unusual. When he returned to CNN, Dobbs focused more on the dangers of illegal immigration, calling himself a populist and criticizing corporate greed. From 2008 to 2012, he was the host of Lou Dobbs Radio, a daily 3-hour show that competed with other big talk shows and talked about politics and took calls from listeners. Dobbs also wrote columns for the New York Daily News, Money Magazine, and US News and World Report. Dobbs got a divorce from his first wife in 1981 and then married CNN sports reporter Debbie Lee Segura. They were together and raised 4 kids. Louis Carl Dobbs died on July 18, 2024, after having a stroke. He was 78 years old. Strong political views and a lot of power in conservative media made his work stand out. Cheng Pei Pei was a groundbreaking Chinese actress who is known as the first female action hero in movies. You may know her from the 1966 King Hu Wuxia movie Come Drink With Maine and the award-winning 2000 Wuxia movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where she played Jade Fox. Chang was born in 1946 and moved to Hong Kong when he was 16 years old. In 1963, she started studying at Shaw Brothers Studio after a family friend told her about it. She moved up quickly in the business because she knew Mandarin and dance. In the 1964 Taiwanese thriller Lovers Rock, she played Lu Chuzi for the first time in a full-length movie. Chang's big break came when she got the lead part in King Hu's 1966 Hong Kong Wuxia movie Come Drink With Me. Taking place during the Ming era, she played Golden Swallow, a skilled swordswoman whose job it was to save her brother. Throughout the 1960s, Chang kept playing skilled swordswomen in many movies. Chang came to Southern California in the 1970s to raise her kids and went to business school at the University of California, Irvine. She also taught Chinese dance at this time. Chang became famous all over the world again in 2000 when she played Jade Fox in Ang Lee's movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She became friends with director Ang Lee while she was presenting the Mandarin talk show Pei Pei's Time on the Los Angeles TV station KSCI. After that, she played Long Pio in the 2004 TV drama Watery Moon, Hollow Sky, which aired on Asian American TV as Paradise. Chang worked for Zhou Media in mainland China for a while longer. The last thing she did before she died was be head of the King Yu Foundation. Chang Pei had 4 kids. Harry Yuan is her son and a host on National Geographic. Jennifer Marcia and Eugenia Yuan are her daughters and all work as actors. Chang spoke Shanghainese, Cantonese, Mandarin, and English very well. He was also a very religious Buddhist. Chang was told she had corticobasal degeneration in 2019, but she decided to keep the news to herself so she could spend her last days with her kids and grandchildren. She died on July 17, 2024, when she was 78 years old from problems caused by corticobasal degeneration. As an innovative actress who is liked by many, Chang has left a lasting mark on the world of movies. The famous wrestler Hulk Hogan has had a lot of health problems and personal tragedies over the years. He has had many surgeries, mostly on his back, knees, and hips. He has had over a dozen back surgeries, including several spine fusions, which have caused him a lot of pain and trouble moving around. In 2013, Hogan got MRSA methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus infections after some of his surgeries, which meant he needed more medical care and treatment. Hogan has had constant pain because of his long wrestling career, and he has been very open about how bad wrestling has been for his body. Hogan has also been through some terrible things in his personal life. In 2007, his son Nick Bullia, also known as Nick Hogan, was in a terrible car accident with his friend John Graziano that left Graziano with lasting brain damage. The accident caused a very public court case and a lot of mental stress for the Hogan family. After 24 years of marriage, Hogan and his wife Linda Hogan got a very public and contentious divorce in 2009. There were court fights over their money and assets. Hogan has also been in a number of court problems, such as the sex tape scandal that led to a lawsuit against Gawker Media. A $140 million ruling was made in favor of Hogan in the case, which caused Gawker to go bankrupt. But the incident itself was a big problem for Hogan, both personally and in public. Even with these failures, he is still a well-known figure in the wrestling world.